Drugs. They've shaped cultures, driven rituals, caused wars, and saved lives. But how did humanity's relationship with mind-altering substances begin? Let's explore drug use through the centuries, from sacred rituals to modern epidemics. Our journey begins thousands of years ago. Ancient civilizations used natural substances for healing, spirituality, and pleasure. In ancient Mesopotamia, poppy plants were cultivated around 3400 BCE. The Sumerians even called it the joy plant. Meanwhile, in South America, indigenous tribes chewed coca leaves for energy during long treks, a practice that continues today. In China, around 2700 BCE, Emperor Shen Nung documented the medical use of cannabis. For many cultures, drugs were, and still are, sacred. Indigenous peoples in North and Central America used peyote and psilocybin mushrooms in religious ceremonies. These weren't seen as drugs, but as spiritual tools. Ayahuasca, a powerful hallucinogenic brew from the Amazon, has been used by shamans for centuries to communicate with the spirit world. These substances were central to cultural identity, respected, not abused. The Greeks and Romans also partook. Opium was a common remedy in ancient Greece. Hippocrates, the father of medicine, prescribed it for pain. Romans indulged in wine infused with various herbs and psychoactive substances. But as recreational use grew, so did concern. Philosophers warned of excess, a theme we'll see repeated through history. In the Islamic Golden Age, medicine advanced greatly. Scholars like Avicenna wrote extensively about the effects of opium and hashish. But recreational use, especially of hashish, drew controversy. Some religious leaders condemned it, others tolerated it in moderation. Meanwhile, in medieval Europe, witchcraft accusations often included the use of psychoactive flying ointments made from plants like belladonna and mandrake. With global trade came global drug exchange. Tobacco, once sacred to Native Americans, was commercialized by Europeans. The British introduced opium to China, leading to widespread addiction and eventually the devastating Opium Wars in the 19th century. Meanwhile, coffee, tea, and chocolate, once rare stimulants, became everyday pleasures across Europe and the Middle East. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, drugs became commercialized. Cocaine was in tonics and even the original Coca-Cola. Heroin was marketed as a non-addictive alternative to morphine. Spoiler, it wasn't. Psychedelics like LSD emerged in the 1940s and exploded in the 1960s counterculture, seen as tools of enlightenment and rebellion. Governments responded with strict regulations. Thus began the modern war on drugs. Today, drug use is more complex than ever. Prescription opioids have caused a global crisis. Yet psychedelics are being re-examined for mental health treatment. Cannabis is becoming legal in more places, shifting public perception. And once taboo substances like MDMA and psilocybin show promise in therapy. Are we returning to the ancient view of drugs as both medicine and sacrament? From ancient rituals to modern science, drugs have always been a part of us. The challenge isn't just prohibition or permission, it's understanding. The story of drugs is the story of humanity. Complex, evolving, and far from over.